Sanibonani bakwethu. Greetings once again. Eh, it's Aba Ayalewa Mlak. Eruseke Ankamun. Silo samanzi uzinyo lengwenye uboya bengwe. Kuchaya ingwe lo bakwethu umpandla udla umvubu ukhipha utyede. Eh, yeah. uFebruary nangu uyaqala. Or ithi ngithi we are already in February. And nangu uValentine uyeza bakwethu. Valentine is around the corner. Love, relationships, roses, chocolate, teddy bears, coffee mugs, amakhadi, yeah, ama-date. Esikolweni benza ama-Valentine's ball, benza in. It's Valentine's is around the corner. I think it's relevant and important that we speak about uthando. What is uthando? Relationships. Asikhulumeni ngokujola. As inyanga bakwethu, I have dealt with different people, different times, with different life experiences. And if I were to be honest with you, I would say that of 100 people that have come through in Dumbayam, of 100 people that have come through the doors zendumbayam, banyathela la esigodlweni sakithi, emzini kababa. 95% of them, i-problem yabo is similar, if not the same. Sinenkinga bakithi, we have a problem of identity. Sinenkinga yokuzazi ukuthi singobani. We have a problem with identity. And this identity problem, we've spoken about it a lot of times before. But this problem is real. This problem is rife in our society. This problem is so embedded in our realities that the majority of us live, sadly, under those circumstances. Ithi ngiqale kanje le nkulumo bakwethu. Umjolo is a mental illness. It's a psychosis. Umjolo is an undiagnosed mental illness that should be looked into by psychologists. And if possible, I do commission, I'm challenging psychologists to actually look into this and work together with abantu besiko, abantu besintu, to see how can they meet can solve this. Umjolo bakwethu is a mental illness. Ukujola. What is ukujola? The word jolling or jolly or to jol. Ukudlala is to have fun, is to play, nothing serious. We're having a jol of a time. We're having fun. No, we not serious about anything. We're just jolling around. Siyadlala. So ukujola becomes an adopted word in our vocabularies, in our language. instead of ukushendeza, instead of ukukrexeza, instead of ukufeba, instead of ukundinda. These words are heavy and have heavy implications. So we rather settle for the word ukujola because it's palatable. But what are the realities of umjolo? The realities of umjolo bakwethu, and understand me. Nami ngikhulile. I have a past. I've made mistakes. Awubakithi nami ngijolile. Angikhulumi ngento engingayazi. I was never a saint. I will never be a saint. And I still maintain, don't believe me, research for yourself. Look in your own communities. Look at your own situations, zomjolo. How many traumas have you picked up from umjolo, from your exes? Abanye bethu, we don't have X's anymore. We have X's, Y's, and Z's. How many traumas have you picked up? How much painful experiences have you picked up along the way? How many disappointments have you picked up along the way? How many of your insecurities have been confirmed along the way? How many of your fears have been real along the way? How many of your expectations have not been fulfilled along the way? How much of yourself have you given in the name of umjolo? How many women have you slept with? Bayingakuba mithisile. How many children do you have? Are they all in one house? Do they know you? Do they know where you come from? Do they know your father? What have you done for them? Have you provided for them? Do they carry your name? Or do they carry their mother's name? Umjolo. How many men have you slept with? How many men are you sleeping with? How many men's children have you bore? Bore, aborted, miscarried? How many families' names and bloodlines have you terminated? How much of yourself have you compromised in order to please Tom, Dick, and Harry? Excuse the pun on Dick. How many David Beckhams have you allowed into your secret garden? How many front seats have you sat in? How many ceilings have you woken up under? Whose children are you raising? Umjolo. I was watching a video during the week, like Malangin. A Nigerian man is shooting himself, he's in bed. And he's saying, what's wrong with Abon Tabi saying and Abu Banbani? Our girls, South African girls. What's wrong with them? Because when they get here, are they here to destroy? Are they here to do what? Are they here to plunder? Hmm? When you get here, you open the fridge, you want this, you want that, you want this, you want that. Sekuze kukhulunywa ngawe kanje ntombi on social media. A Nigerian man speaks about like this about you. Ngokuthi wena udla ama-cheese wakhe efrijini uqeda amapaloni wakhe. You want ama-champagne nani nani nemali yakhe. Why is he speaking about you like this? What is your value? bofunani wena efletini ye-Nigerian or kwi-apartment or endlini ye-Nigerian? Baphi abantu bakini? Ziphi insizwa ngakini? Where are men from your neighborhood? This is not me saying I have a problem with Nigerians. This is me saying, what's wrong with you, Ntabi saying, that this man is going to speak like this about you? What is your value? Cheese and paloni. No, no, Nigerian now, they need to get wives. Yeah, if they fell in love with a Xhosa girl, okay, it's fine. Yena, wena mamXesibe wena. Wena nozinga, wena Sikhomo, wena Jambase, wena ubufunani? Uqomeleni lapha? Namhlanje uyakhala. Ukhulisa uAbdul okuhle kokwenu because ubujola no-my friend. My friend ebekunika i-rice mahala every month ne-acha namaqanda ayi-6. Umjolo. Are we using our bodies as commodities in exchange? If we are, in exchange for what? I buy a pack of ice tropez for you, Ntombi. You going to sleep with me? I buy a Brazilian in Peruvian weave for you. You are going to be my sex slave. I'm going to piss on you. But in golden shower or by Bizan. I put you on a plane to Dubai and I've not the shit. What is your value, Lerato? Sbongile. What is your value? Tandi. Tandiwe. What is your value? Mang. Kunendawo lapha eDanelton laphayana. Mufika laphayana eDanelton bathi i-tavern bayibiza tsiya 6 re tsamaye. Everybody knows that place walaphaya. Tsiya 6 re tsamaye. Wena Dlamini uthengela umntwana uNamkhize i-6 ye-Hunters Dry ngenhloso ukuthi ufuna ukuyolala naye. What is the value of your bloodline? Zingakule ntombi uzimithise wena udakiwe. Bakwethu asikhulumeni ngomjolo. A lot of people get into relationships with traumas. Daddy issues, mommy issues, parent issues, growing up issues. And honestly speaking, a lot of us, so-called adults, we get into relationship with children, expecting them to behave like adults. And I'm saying children because lo muntu lo una 45, una 36, una 24. Ngokweminyaka, the body is 25 years old, 36 years old, 45 years old. But this person is 6 years old, 7 years old because of traumas. Sijola neingane. Sizalise lezo ingane. You are making children, psychological children, emotional children, pregnant and expecting them to be mothers. You are being made pregnant by emotional, psychological children, and you expect them to be fathers. It gets worse. You want to move in together. 2 children living in the same house without parents. The boyfriend doesn't know who his father is, so he's never had the experience of what a father is supposed to be. He's had an experience of a stepfather who's mistreated him, ill-treated him. He has the experience of uncles who were criminals, gangsters. Now he's a criminal gangster. He's never had a male figure in his life, so he does not know how to be a man. And then you want that boy to be your husband? Guess what? You are going to find a camp chair and a cooler box in his boot. He's going to go to the mall with you in short pants, with his knees out and a vest. Uthi ubaba sekhaya wena ke loyo. Nishadwa abantwana abafana, boys, and you expect them to be men. And then you cry and say, no, men are trash. Men are no, 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 no. You are sleeping with a boy, a man who is not yet fully matured. Akanasiko lakokwabo lo mntu, akanambeleko yakokwabo lo mntu, akakhuliswanga lo mntu, akoluswangwa inkwenkwe ngokwesiXhosa. And you want inkwenkwe ekhule ingenasiko ibe yindoda endlini. What are you expecting? You are taking a child and expecting the child to be an adult. Same on the other side. Uthande intombi shem, inhle intombi, hawu ime kahle ipakile nkosi yami isuzela kude. Ayinasiko emazi nobaba wayo. Now you're going to expect a child to be a mother and a wife. And unfortunately, you are going to only find childish behavior. And then you want to stand on top of your roof and shout sabotage. Bakwethu intombi engamazi ubaba wayo ayishadwa. Ingane leyo. Uzothi ulobola kwabani, inkomo uzisa kwabani. Uyoyilobola kukomalume bayo. Akulona idlozi lakibo lelo. Umfana ongenalo isiko akanamvume yokuganwa. You cannot get married ungenasiko lakini. Umfana. Since when do children get married? But this is the society we see today. Children start to do adult things and want to carry on in the name of marriage. Nifuna ukujola nasemshadweni. Bakwethu, let's look at and review this. Ngizothi ngelinye ilanga manginesikhathi uDlamini angangijahile. Ngixoxe kahle le ndaba ngoba it's very very deep, it's very very long and deep. Idinga nama-psychologist phakathi lento. Some of you are not even supposed to be in relationships in your late 30s, in your late 40s. Because you have not yet healed from your childhood traumas. And then you're always going to be at loggerheads with your partners. Because your partner expects you to be an adult, but no, you are functioning as a child. Abanye benu come from relationships where you were hurt. And you want to start new relationships, but yama rebound. A lot of us are not even supposed to be in relationships right now. We are perpetuating a mental illness. Asike simeni ngomjolo bakwethu. This dating thing, into zase-America lezo bakwethu. We saw them on 51st Dates and all these movies about romance. We are not living in a rom-com, romantic comedy or a romantic thriller. No. This is reality bakwethu. You cannot keep testing the waters to find the perfect fish. How many of us are going to die of HIV, STDs? How many of us are going to carry traumas and psychological disturbances? Because you are testing the waters, testing because there's plenty of fish in the water. No, there's only one fish that can be caught by your rod at a time. We are not fishermen in boats with nets, waiting for Jesus to tell us, throw your nets on the other side. It's not a badge of glory, madoda, ukuthi wena ulele neintombi eziyi-60,000. Ya siyakushaya ehlombe phambi kwakho but mawubheka uyale sithi silima sendoda le. We don't respect you. I don't respect you. Guess what? You are called a coffee. Noma una 50, you're still called a coffee. Nobody respects you. Oh yeah, numzana. Go home and take care of your wife and raise your children. Nalamasimba ukuthi amadoda maintain abantwana. No man is supposed to maintain his children. Men are supposed to raise their goddamn children. Nonsense leyo ukuthi sihamba ama-maintenance court. No man is supposed to maintain his children. Men are supposed to raise their blood-clad children. But no, we have women who want to cash up on that. We have men who don't want to take the responsibility of the insemination that they put in the wombs of these women. Madoda, thathani responsibility. You've got children, make sure that those children are under your same roof. Badla lento idlayo. Uzokhulisa ingane zakini kwisibongo sakomunye umuzi. Osikhosana bakhulela kwakhuzwayo. And you are proud, you call yourself a man, nobody respects you. Noma ungaba nabantwana abayi-37. If akekho noyi-1 umntwana okhulela kibo, ungazosijwayela kabi. You can't sit with men and talk manly things. You are a boy. Yo, bakwethu asibeni nenhlonipho. Umjolo is not a badge of honor. Ngoba wena ushintsha ama-front seat wey'moto zamadoda wena. Yonke le mizwe ingenile, wazi yonke imikhuba. Ubaba wakho uyamthukisa ngabantu nantombi. Uthukisa ubaba wakho ngabantu. Nifuna ukushadwa kodwa nizelele imizi eyi-3. You've got 3 different children from 3 different men. And then you want to get married into the 4th man. Uzozala owesine umntwana. Laba bayi-3 ubasaphi? Mina ngibafuni mina. Ngabalethi mina ekhaya. Angeke ngizokhulisa umkhize nokhuzwayo nodlamini mina. Ngithi emampandleni? Cha, ngeke ukubone lokho. Nifuna ukulotsholwa. Kodwa siyakwazi high school wena wawungena phansi kwama-stebhisi uyolotsholwa ubani? Ziphatheni kahle bakwethu. Nawe ndoda, you want a decent wife as a wife now. Ukhathele ukwenza le bhunsu wakho. Now sowufuna umntwana oziphethe kahle, sowufuna intombi. Leso sikhathi unabantwana abayi-9, each from each different mother. Akekho noyi-1 kule 9 yabantwana oke walibeka kini. Kodwa wena ufuna ukushada itshitshi. Madolo kayihlo. Uthini ngalabantwana abayi-1000 obashiye la ngaphandle? Namhlanje sowufuna ukushada intombi eziphethe kahle. Ingani wena awuziphethe nini kahle wena? Ngoba siyakwazi wena wawusuka kuNthabiseng ngo-10 ekuseni, ngo-11 ngo-11:30 sokurilato. Usuke kurilato ngo-12 ngo-1 o'clock kuMadibuseng. Namhlanje wena ufuna ukushada udadewethu oziphethe kahle. Ngoba ugcoka ama-kick and bhoboza nebhruku elihlala efrijini. Bodadewethu, hlukanani nokuqoma amadoda afaka amabhruku emafrijini. Efrijini kuhlala isishebo. Indoda enjani efaka ibhruku efrijini? Bakwethu, umjolo is a mental illness. Mental illness. Siyagula, siyagulisana. Sizala ingane ezigulayo. Ayivalue industry yomjolo kancane nje. Wayishela intombi azilandele inkomo uyoyilobola. Within the year, within the 2 years too, ayikho lento it takes time to know. Hey, umshelelani wena? Umjolo bakwethu. Sihamba simanxeba la ngaphandle. Ama-heartbreak, ama-disappointment, ama-X, nama-Y, nama-Z. Manje bethu sigcina sithi hayi ayisangisebenzeli lento, ngishaya yonke into ehamba ngey'nyawo. Umjolo is a mental illness. Awuzibheke wena ukuthi ugula kangakanani na. Ifoni yakho ibhizi kangakanani ngama-phone number womjolo. How many lies do you tell a day to the people you call your partners? Ngenxa yomjolo. Ithi ngingadli kakhulu isikhathi sekhamera. Mhlawumbe nani nenza ama-washing la nikhona. Ngiyabonga.